Okay everybody, this is the complete transformation process for Iron Factory's take on a Legends scale leadfoot figure. Just a reminder, this is only the transformation process. The video review has been separately uploaded. Also, I intend this to be a tutorial because you may or may not be aware that Legends scale figures are notoriously fiddly. So let's start off with this pretty much backpack here. So what we're going to do, we're going to take these parts of the front bumper, we're just going to slightly angle these up out of the way, and then we're going to take this whole back section. So if you take the red translucent bit here, fold this all the way back, totally out of the way. Then if you take the front of the chest, lift this up, and then we're going to open this out, and as we do this, we're now going to extend. At the same time, grab the wheels, just bring these forward a little bit on this black hinge here, enough for you to be able to straighten all this out. So keep moving these, which is enabling you to, at the same time, as I say, straighten all this out. Now, in all honesty, if you are new to Legend scale figures, a lot of this may scare you because, to be honest, they're overly fiddly in my opinion. Right, we're straightening all this up. This is coming up now, and what we're looking to do is, in fact, let's just go straight for it. What we need to happen is we need the chest piece to go through the back of this. So rotate this around on here. So move the wheel out of the way because the wheel is also on a completely separate axis. It's more difficult me trying to show you this as well on camera. Rotate that around 180 degrees. Same with this. So what I did was I grabbed hold of this part. I moved the wheel back enough to give me enough clearance to rotate. Hold on to this. Rotate this. Let's go this way. Let's go out of the way as long as it's out of the way. I'm moving the arm that the wheel is on enough to give me clearance to spin this around like so. Now the good thing about these as well is sometimes they pop off, but they're all ball and socket joints. So what we've got now is this is going to fit up and over like so. That's going to come through here. There comes the wheel, and there comes the wheel, and there you go. That's coming over. Straighten this up like so. Move the arms completely out of the way, straighten that up, cover the head up like so, and fold that down. So it can be quite fiddly. You may be able to do that a little bit easier if you haven't got a camera in front of you and reaching around, but it's still awkward, and hopefully I've just given you the main gist of what we need to do. It's still not fully lined up, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that down, straighten that, there we go. Now the arms are out of the way. Let's take these two little side panels like so, bring these out like this. This you can see. So what I did was that's lifted up on the underside here. We need to lift that up. At the same point now, I'm going to rotate the waist 180 degrees, and I'm just going to finish off the front. And I'm being totally honest, the front is the most awkward. Once we get this sorted, we're absolutely fine. Now we've got that wheel all the way back, which is great. Rotate that around, whereas with this one, they've got a problem that it's still forward. So on its separate axis, bring this wheel all the way back, turn the bumper under, and then you can tab this together like so. And that's the front. Now, to be honest, that was the most difficult. You're just going to push this all the way back. You'll see that the rest is much more plain sailing, thankfully. So you can then bring the feet down, which was the toes. These were leaning forward. You can see they're on separate axes. Just bring them down so this lines up as well. What we're going to do on the underside then. So open up that, fold the forearm in. So this wing on the side, there's a cutout there. Take the bicep, rotate this. Where's this tab gone? I'm looking for this tab. There it is on the back of the bicep. So fold that in, rotate it around like so. Come around here and tab that into there like so. This will now come up underneath, and it will, via this all under here, there's the tab on the side. It's going to tab in underneath like that. So if I show you this from this side, this is opened up. Fold the fist in. There's the cutout we're looking for there. So rotate this up, turn it over, there's your tab. It needs to go the other way, so rotate it that way, fold it into itself, and then tab that in. Same position now, bring this over, slot it under like so, and then tab that into position. Right, the much easier leg section, cascade this over itself into position and drop down like that. Cascade this up over, so you're folding it back on that hinge, dropping it into position, and now just lining up the back of the spoiler like so, and there is your alternate mode. So thankfully taking him back is obviously much easier. Hold on to the main waist of the body, hold on to the thighs, extend these feet all the way out, legs rather than shins, separate, then bring these forward on their own axis like that. They've got their own hinges, bring that forward, and that's the legs. Don't then forget to rotate 180 degrees there. Then you're going to disconnect the arm, fold it out, bring it all the way down, keep it out of the way for now. Same principle here, disconnect off that tab, bring it all the way down. If we want to do our arms, let's just disconnect. Oh, that's just popped out. Luckily enough, you can see this will click into position like so. Take the fist, extend at the elbow, open up that like so. Same here, disconnect from here very carefully. This is why I've got a sort of a love-hate relationship with legend scale figures. Love the way they look sometimes, hate the way they transform most of the time. Open up the fist and let's keep these arms out of the way. Right, the tough bit then. So let's separate this. Let's bring this all the way down just for now and out of the way. Turn your attention to the back, disconnect this, fold it all the way back, and now lift up what's going to be the front. So now what we've got to do is we've got to manipulate all of this to the back again. So let's rotate this like so. That should, I think, if I bring this up, keep that out of the way. Now I'm going to try one. In fact, no, it's going to need to go that way, isn't it? Yep. That's going to give us enough clearance from this side. So I'm going to go one at a time to bring that over. Perfect. So I know that that's now going to be wrong. So I'm going to spin that way. And I'm now going to take this through that gap, just miss it. And I'm pleased to say that I've done that without popping anything off. Take the chest, keep rotating these wheels back and bring in the black part, the whole chest part forward. Bring this over, lift this up. Now, before we go any further, don't forget to tab in these little side bits. So that was these bits on the side. I don't think you just saw that funnily enough. So just in case you didn't, I'll open this little bit back up. It was these here. They were folded out, and that's what, of course, the wings were tabbed in. So I pushed them all the way in. So that's what you're looking at before we go to the finishing touches, because when you bring this over now, it's going to tab in. So what we're looking to do is bring this all in line, pushing it back at the same time. Bring the wheels over, bring the wheels over. Let's swing this wheel up. In fact, swing the whole wheel up. And then this should tab into the front. Before we do that, though, as you can see, we need to bring this back up. This is what we're going to tab the back into. It's nearly gone into position. I just need to bring this down. It's getting trapped with this wheel at the back. So I do keep things rolling even when I start to struggle, because you never know, it might happen to you and you can see what I'm doing. So now that's cleared, that will come down. You saw that tab into there, which is perfect. I can pop the shoulders up. I can correct the orientation on the bicep. Same on here. And again, I just need to now, oh, I've popped the arm off. Damn. I was going to say, just need to tidy up the back. I don't want to cheat, but I might as well just pop this in while I'm here. I'm probably going to have to bring this around in a second. Let's turn this around anyway, like so, because that's the way that goes from the back. This is the way that this goes from the back. If you watch any of my other Iron Factory transformation process videos, they are notorious at snapping. So now I'm just bringing the wheel back. Not snapping, sorry, that sounds awful. They are notorious at doing exactly what you've seen just happen. They pop out of the ball and socket joints quite a lot, but they also pop in just as easy. And now if I correct that bicep orientation here, spin it there, there is your robot mode. So as I say, a few things went wrong. I kept it in just in case it happens to you, but I hope you found this useful anyway, and maybe I hope it didn't scare you off too many of the Iron Factory figures. Thanks for watching, take care.